Again, welcome to this, the 10th anniversary of Jayson, and again we'd like to thank you very much for being here tonight to celebrate a very talented son out of Trinidad and Tobago, and also to celebrate Canadian Caribbean talent. It is going to be a showcase of the best as we celebrate Jayson's 10th anniversary. Again, thank you very much for being here, and like I said earlier, it's Halloween, you've had to take your kids out, and you've made it possible to be here. We thank you very much. First of all, we'd like to begin tonight's presentation with the Canadian National Anthem performed by our very good friend, Mr. Pat McNeely, Panman Pat. Jai from radio station CHRY and AM and FM, host of the Caribbean Connection, proud to say, the Calypso and Soca source of the city. And tonight, it's more than a celebration. It is more like a little party, and we're getting together with friends. And one of our very good friend of the Trinidad and Tobago community, of course, is the Consul General of Trinidad and Tobago, Mr. Usman Ali. Would you please welcome Mr. Usman Ali?
Thank you, Jai. Ladies and gentlemen, let me at the very outset thank Jayson and members of his committee for the invitation extended to my wife and myself to be here this evening. 10 years is indeed a significant time in any person's life. And of course, 10 years as a promoter of our national art, national culture in what was and still is considered a foreign country to some people is indeed a great milestone. I want to compliment Jayson for the 10 years that he has been promoting the art of Calypso in this country. As most of you are aware, and I can see mostly nationals of Trinidad and Tobago, that Trinidad and Tobago with its plural environment is indeed fully equipped to promote multiculturalism in a society like in Canada, where that aspect of life is gradually evolving. Indeed, sometimes we say in Trinidad and Tobago, those of us say that we tend to underrate ourselves, given the quality, given the caliber of our people. As most of you are aware too, that recently someone from Trinidad and Tobago scored a rather outstanding victory in the recent federal election. Again, that is just symptomatic of the sort of talent we have in Trinidad and Tobago. And I'm very pleased to see not only nationals or those who come from Trinidad and Tobago, when they equip themselves well and they acquit themselves well in a foreign country where sometimes the environment is extremely hostile. And I think for that we must applaud people like Jayson, for in spite of the overwhelming odds, they are still make it their business, of course with the cooperation of people like you and others, to ensure that the art is promoted. I know people like Jai have been marketing the culture, but I think all of us must ensure that we have to market the culture. And if I may put through a little ad for Trinidad and Tobago, within recent times, the policy of Trinidad and Tobago as far as tourism is concerned, we are going to market cultural events. And naturally one of the major events will be the marketing of Carnival. Carnival, the marketing of the pan, the marketing of other cultural events like Husse, the Pagua, Latuse, the heritage in Tobago. For that, we hope that people like you would be able to spread the word that about the uniqueness of Trinidad and Tobago, the plurality of Trinidad and Tobago. Indeed, I have come just from a wedding, Trinidad East Indian wedding, and of course there was tassa, there was chutney, there were some Indian songs, well, jazz up in Kaiso thing. And that is what makes us Trinidad and a unique Trinidad and Tobago national. I'm just about to exhaust my 5 minutes, but just to tell you that I always tell people that I'm very pleased that I was not born in India or Saudi Arabia, because I think being born in Trinidad and Tobago, not only being born, but being brought up in Trinidad and Tobago, the sort of dynamism, sort of plurality that exists here, I don't think, and if I may say with some modesty, would not have made me such a rounded personality to be able to mix interface with a wide group of people, and not only that, to be able to establish oneself in a more advanced environment. And I want to go off on a little tangent here to tell you that I've seen some of our people in the international fora, whether the United Nations and the OAS. And again, as I say, we tend to underrate ourselves. We do not know what ability and talent we have. But I think it's time we market ourselves, and we in the consulate, we want to tell you that any effort of this nature will get our support. Surely sometimes we don't have the financial support, but with the cooperation between both parties, yourself and ourselves, we can get something going. And I think we need to promote ourselves positively. And I always, when I meet an audience like this, I tell you that you must not feel, to use a Trinidad parlance, no how in a society like this, because you, like everyone else, have come, are contributing to the mosaic of this country. In fact, we have contributed positively to the growth and the economic development of Canada, and we should feel amply proud of this. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let me again congratulate Jayson on his 10th anniversary, and I hope you enjoy the show, and I'm positive you are going to enjoy the show. Thank you and enjoy it.
Mr. Usman Ali, the Consul General of Trinidad and Tobago, and as he said, we are here to celebrate some of the positive aspects of Trinidad and Tobago, and also of all the artists who are based in Canada and who are friends of Jayson and who are here to celebrate. We'd like to introduce a very, very talented lady who in fact has been one of the pioneers within the Caribbean community in establishing the culture of the Caribbean and the culture of Trinidad and Tobago in the form of books and literature, and doing very much all she can do in the library, in the Parkdale Library system, and so much so she was recognized for her works. Would you please welcome Dr. Rita Cox. Now I have to say Rita, in fact, was the person who gave me my collection of Paul Keen's Douglas on the radio, and I'm very thankful for that.
Thank you. Mr. Ali, Mrs. Ali, friends, it's a great honor to be here to congratulate Jayson on 10 long years of contributing to Canada, of sharing the Trinidad culture, of persevering in spite of everything. It seems as if it was just yesterday. I remember the early days, and I remember too the strides that Jayson has made, winning the Calypso Monarch so many times, taking the culture to places like Miami, and spreading the word, the good word from Trinidad and Tobago. It's wonderful. I find lately, in this year and last year, that the world of Calypso is getting more and more accepted, that the standard is rising, that we can now look forward to see it as a viable part of our culture in Canada, in Toronto. And Jayson has done a lot to contribute to that by his positive songs, by his encouragement, and by his own talented presentations. I look forward anxiously to see Jayson recognized in his homeland, the way we feel about him here, And he continues to push, to support, to encourage life and love of Trinidad. And I look forward to the day when he is fully accepted as a true singer, a true artist in the homeland. Congratulations, Jayson. Continue to make us proud. Thank you.
Dr. Rita Cox, at the librarian at the Parkdale Library in Toronto. And like I said, she has been one of the persons who's been helping to promote the culture of the Caribbean through the form of literature. Again, in fact, we have to thank the kids who just came in with their costumes. So I guess they would be looking for some treats from you. So you'll have to dip into your pocket. But again, we appreciate the kids coming in here to celebrate tonight's show and presentation with Jayson. Now, there is a young man in Canada who came in around the 70s and who is not in any way ashamed of where he came from, who he is and what he is and how he speaks. Because in actual fact, he's proud of it. And he is now using our Trinidadian dialect and Trinidadian way of speaking, and he ain't care, all right? He's doing it his way.